Welcome to CBS Easy.
Hey everyone, welcome back. You know that chapter, Glimpses of India? We're going to absolutely blitz through it today. I'm talking all the must-know stuff from all three parts, and we're going to do it in like 5 minutes. Seriously. So let's jump right in. Yeah, think of this like the fastest Bharat Darshan you'll ever take. But it's totally designed to help you crush your exams. We've got 3 amazing stops on our itinerary. So, you ready? Let's go. And our journey kicks off in sunny Goa. Now, when you hear Goa, you probably think beaches, right? But this chapter wants us to zoom in on the Portuguese and, the incredible legacy they left behind. Their amazing bread. I mean, the Portuguese are long gone, but their bakers, their recipes, they are still a huge part of life in Goa. Okay, so here's a word you absolutely have to remember. Pader. That's P-A-D-E-R. This is the traditional Goan name for the baker. And I'm telling you, mark my words, this is a guaranteed 1-mark question. The pater wasn't just some guy selling bread. He was like a friend, a companion, a daily fixture in everyone's childhood. And you gotta love this quote. It's all about the sound. Just imagine it for a second. The jang-jang of the baker's bamboo staff hitting the ground, that was the signal. That's how everyone in the village knew the pater was here with fresh bread. This quote just captures that nostalgic sound perfectly, doesn't it? And this just shows you how important that baker's furnace was. I mean, bread wasn't just for breakfast. Nope, it was at the heart of every single celebration. Think about it. Marriage gifts were incomplete without a sweet bread called bowl. A daughter's engagement party, you had to have sandwiches. And Christmas, of course, no way you're celebrating without cakes and bolinas. Definitely remember these examples when you're writing your answers. The pater even had a special uniform. Way back in the Portuguese days, they wore this single-piece frock called the cabai. But by the time the author was a kid, that changed to a shirt and trousers. And here's a fun fact. Even today in Goa, if someone's wearing pants that are kind of short, like ending just below the knees, people might joke and say they're dressed like a pater. All right, let's leave the coast behind and head for the hills. Our next stop is Coorg in Karnataka. You've probably heard its famous nickname, right? The Scotland of India. It's this beautiful place with rolling hills, super brave people, and oh man, that amazing smell of coffee everywhere. And here's a quick number for you to lock in. A whopping 30% of Coorg is covered in these lush evergreen rainforests. That's what makes it so green and gorgeous, especially between September and March when the weather is just perfect. Okay, now we get to the big mystery of Coorg. The people who live there are called the Kodavus, and they're known for being fiercely independent with this incredible history. But the big question is, where did they even come from? And the text gives us 2 really interesting theories. So theory number 1 points to Greece. The idea is that a part of Alexander the Great's army just settled here and never left. And the proof? Well, their traditions around marriage and religion are totally different from mainstream Hinduism. But then there's theory number 2, which points to an Arabic origin. This one is all about their traditional dress, this long black coat called a kufiya, which looks a lot like the kufiya that Arabs and Kurds wear. So Greek or Arabic? The debate continues. And Coorg is not just about history and coffee, you guys. It is an adventurer's paradise. The book says the place is packed with high-octane things to do, like river rafting, rock climbing, mountain biking. I mean, it has so much energy, it could turn even the most chilled-out person into an adrenaline junkie. Okay, we're on to our final destination. Let's imagine we're hopping on a train with the 2 guys from the story, Pranjal and Rajveer, and we're heading to the tea country itself, Assam, way up in the northeast. So before they even get there, Rajveer drops this mind-blowing statistic on us. Over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every single day, all over the world. Just think about that. That's more than 800 million cups. This really puts into perspective just how important places like the tea gardens of Assam are to the whole world. And this is the moment. As the train chugs along through Assam, Rajveer, who's never seen anything like this before, just cries out with pure excitement. It's his first time seeing a real tea garden, just stretching out to the horizon as far as he can see. But his friend, Pranjal, who literally grew up there, he's way more chill about it. His reply is pretty simple, but it has the single most important fact you need to take away from this part of the chapter. Assam has the largest concentration of tea plantations in the entire world. Period. All right, tour's over. How was it? Now, let's snap into exam mode. I'm going to hit you with a quick, rapid-fire quiz to see what stuck. You ready for this?
First question up. Think back to Goa. What was that unique single-piece dress the bakers wore called? Got it? The answer is C, kabai, right? Pader was the baker, bol was the sweetbread, and kufia, that's from the Coorg story.
And question number 2, we talked about how brave and martial the Kodavus are. So because of that amazing legacy, what special permission does the Indian government give them? The answer is B. They are the only people in India who are allowed to carry firearms without a license. That's a huge honor, and it recognizes their long history of service and reliability. And that is a wrap. So let's do a super quick recap. These are the things you have to remember. For Goa, it's all about the patter and how central bread is to their culture. For Coorg, think of the fiercely independent Kodavus, their mysterious origins, and of course, coffee and courage. And for Assam, it's the tea country, the world's biggest hub for tea plantations. Boom! Your 5-minute revision is done. Now go crush that exam.
Thank you for watching with us. See you next time.